Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Facebook Live. I am Nicole Moccasin, the community health worker for the Lincoln office. Today, we have joining us is Lora Langley, who's our RN here at the Fred Leroy Health and Wellness Center. She is our population health director, and today she's going to be talking to us about diabetic foot care.
Good morning, this is Lora. Like Nicole said, I'm a population health director. I'm also certified in foot care clinic. So a lot of people, as you know, have diabetes. And the one thing that they mostly forget is that they have feet. So we'd like you to make appointments to get your feet checked. Even if you're not diabetic, you're welcome to come and we'll do a thorough examination of your feet and make sure they're looking good because you want healthy feet. And today we're going to do a demonstration on healthy feet, and then in the future I will get someone who has diabetic feet and show you what we do with them. This is Michelle. She's one of our clinic nurses. She's going to be my patient for today. And we're going to do a thorough examination on her feet. Now, she's what we call healthy feet. Not she, but her feet are called healthy feet. So the first thing I'm going to ask Michelle is, can you take your own shoes and socks off?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll have her take her shoes and socks off. And I'm putting this under your feet. Now, if she were to say no, that she can't take her shoes and socks off, I will take them off for her. Okay, and I'm gonna lift this chair up. Okay, so I have my instruments all set out for foot clinic, and none of this is going to hurt you. Absolutely none of it. So I just wanted you to know that. And then I'll put this table up a little higher, and then I'll get ready. Okay, so first I'm going to look at the bottoms of her feet, see if she has any calluses, cracks, abrasions. See some dry feet here, some dry feet here, dry skin. So you look between the toes and make sure nothing in between there, and she cleaned her toes really good. Those look good. Her skin's cool, dry. I don't see any redness. Any calluses. Maybe a little one starting there. So you just kind of rub around and see. Yeah, I think she has a little one starting right there. Okay, so then I'm going to check her pulses. So I'm going to do her posterior tibial and dorsalis pedis. This is her posterior tibial and her dorsalis pedis. And check both feet the same. Now, if I don't feel anything, that's going to tell me something's going on, but she's got her pulses. And so the next thing I'm going to do is do a monofilament test. And this is a 10-gram monofilament. It won't hurt you or your feet at all. And if you don't trust me, let me see your hand. Whoops. Just let them feel it's not going to hurt. So if you hold your foot outward, I'm going to do the 10-gram monofilament test. So close your eyes and tell me Say yes when you feel something.
Okay. Yes. 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 Yes.
Now say if she had calluses here, she would have not probably felt that first, little push there. But she doesn't have any calluses there, so of course she felt it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go beyond that sensory test and do a different one. Now, I asked her, this is 128 hertz tuning fork. So I'm gonna use this and I'm going to tell the patient, tell me when you stop feeling this.
Okay.
Then you put it on the bone of their toe. Hold on.
Stop.
Okay. Now her and I should have felt this stop at the same time, and we did. So that means she has good sensory in this foot. And of course we'll do the other one.
Stop.
So that's good. She has her sensory feeling. And I'm looking at her toenails. I don't see any growing on her toenails. She may have a little fungus on this one, on her small toenails. Dry skin, of course. On this small toenail. Do your toenails crack or anything?
Sometimes.
Do you have a history of fungus infections or any abnormal things on your feet?
No.
Okay. So, what we want to do for diabetes patients, or anyone actually, is to keep your toenails filed straight across. I have people come in and we see them have half of toenails, or where they've picked off the sides of their nails and it's stuck down in there. But one important thing you always take a look at when they first come in is their shoes and socks. Are they appropriate? Yes. For socks and shoes are appropriate. Do your shoes fit well?
Yes.
Okay. So, I just cut her nails, and all these instruments are sterilized, so we're not cross-contaminating anybody. So I just kind of look here, and I'm just going to clip a little bit because her nails are not long. And you can see she has a little bit of the corners where she's not gotten them completely out. And so what you do on one foot, you're going to do on the other one. And why is taking care of your feet so important? Because you don't want those ulcerations. You don't want those cracks in your feet, dry skin that'll slough off. We can do something about all those things. And then I can either use file and file her nails down, taking care of each one. Or say that if she had really, really long nails, I have a Dremel here And or if you have very thick toenails that I can't even file or hardly cut, I can use this little Dremel, and this doesn't hurt either. And this saves my hand a little bit. And then while I'm, doing away with all this, I'm going to tell Michelle a little bit about taking care of her feet at home. So Michelle, you want to make sure you wash your feet with lukewarm water, not hot. Make sure you wash between your toes. Drink lots of water. Towel, pat dry, don't scrub, with your washcloth and stuff. Just, pat them dry after you wash them. Soap, mild soap, water. So I can turn this on low, and this is not going to hurt her, but it might tip them. So say she had real thick toenails and I couldn't hardly cut them, I would take this and go along to try to straighten her toenails out. So see, we got some of that down. And then I look where I saw those little bits of calluses and just kind of lightly shave them off. Now I've done some deep calluses too, so, if your feet are hurting you and you'd like me to whittle those down, I sure can do that. I know a lot of people don't like you to look at their feet, but I tell you what, I've seen some of the worst, and let's take care of them. So she had a little bit of one over here too. So I can tell you that she's it's on her feet, you can tell that. Now another thing I was going to tell you about shoes is if you are diabetic and you need diabetic shoes, we can talk about getting you some of those. Because the inserts that they sell in the store really are not going to help you. You need the whole shoe outfit. So, like I said, wash your feet in lukewarm water, dry in between your toes real good. Don't put a bunch of lotion between your toes, because that gets dry and, peels off your skin. And you need your skin because that's a protective layer. So we've done her foot exam, and of course she's done real good. And you just make sure I just make sure everybody understands. So drink more water, wash with mild soap, lukewarm water, pat your feet dry, and check them every day for anything that doesn't look normal. Another thing is I look at their ankles to make sure, because you can see if they've had broken ankles or maybe had some bones in their feet replaced. And I've done amputations, like 1 foot amputations. So, don't be afraid to come in. And then I give some diabetes educational material, keeping your feet healthy. So this is really a good one. Another thing I wanted to mention, now she doesn't have diabetes, but say that you have diabetes, do not walk around inside your house without shoes and socks on. Because people with a little neuropathy in their feet, they can step on something and will never feel it. So one time I took a needle out of a person's foot that was about this long. They didn't even know it was in there. So, we need to take care of that. And you can by not walking outside or walking around without shoes and socks. One thing I wanted to show you is they do have mirrors that you can get if you can't see the bottom of your feet that you can look in. So, and sometimes I do had to use this sitting here. So, that's diabetes foot care.